Hey guys, it's Vin, and this month we're making stickers! Cool title, I know. Honestly speaking, I didn't expect to actually draw consistently for a month, as I easily get burnt out of drawing and knowing that I really need to work on setting up a system for myself. I'm genuinely proud of myself for getting through this month and juggling like 2 to 4 artworks a day like insane. Alright, enough about that, and let's start with how it went. Main reason I wanted to do this is because recently this year, I got accepted to one of the biggest art fair in the Philippines, Patron of the Arts. Last year, this was my first art fair I've attended as well, and it feels amazing from being a customer to actually selling at the same event. I've made enough art prints that will be displayed and sold, so this month I decided to make stickers. I primarily use Notion and Pinterest to gather and list down inspirations, then what to make with them afterwards. I discussed with my friend who's going to table with me about the stickers we'll make, and we agreed on these fandoms: JJK, ORV, BSD, Genshin, Love and Deep Space, Freeren, Voltron, Alien Stage, Star Rail, Sonic, Yuri on Ice, Ghibli, MHA, TBHK, Skate, Epic, Arcane, One Piece, Mouthwashing, and Minecraft. Whew! Then I wrote down what type of stickers I'll draw, so I listed mostly One Piece, BTS, Sonic, and Arcane, so that was a good start. However, I really didn't have a routine or who I should focus on, but I didn't mind it because I was being permissive, knowing it's literally the first few days of May and all will be well at the end. Or so I thought. At first, I tried making stickers from the Omnicosm series, a major Arcana multi-fandom fan art tarot card concept, so that it'll serve as free stickers when people will buy the print and all, but my standard for chibi drawing were literally as detailed as my normal artwork, so it was like, damn. I tried doing them the first week and I was just left with no actual progress, all sketches, and a bad feeling that I won't continue with, cause there's a reason I literally shifted from line art is everything to paint style, and I believe in rendering in 150 plus layers, so guess where that led me. I tried gaslighting myself to thinking, yes, this will work, I'm just being lazy, so I kept pushing myself despite my mental syntax is literally telling me, bro, you know this ain't working already, why are you still doing this, just shh, the voices, and I ended up actually having a mental block and not draw for I don't even know how many days, and focused on another project that would take like an entire year to accomplish. See, this is the disadvantage of no systems. You don't have a frame on where to focus and where not to. I've been accepting ideas and not finishing them, so it's all mostly just a waste of effort at this point. So at one point, when as much as possible forcing myself to draw, my mind just went straight blank and then mental block. I had this huge mental block for like a few hours, then all my devices were open, and rather than creating, I was just mindlessly consuming, hoping for creativity. After a few hours of staying sedentary and reflection, I realized that yeah, this really won't work, and if I keep pushing myself with not a single drop of passion or enjoyment in the process, then there's no point. So I scratched my initial plan of all the character stickers I made. Also, looking back now, I realize how just line art of the chibi stickers take 2 to 3 hours, so continuing in that pace would yield less results than I intended to. Knowing that the initial plan won't work, I did a second batch of brainstorming again. Instead of focusing on fandoms, I found myself deciding to make stickers that are beyond targeted to customers who are in the same fandoms I am in, and have to start working on it. First were metal stickers awarding our well, not so negative traits, but not positive either. I really can't explain the psychology behind this, we'll look it up like later throughout the video, but our culture have this way of awarding traits like these in certificates and medals as a joke, like best in cramming, procrastinating, pa-hotspot, etc. And people genuinely love things that resonate with them, so why not do this? It's simple, and apart from that, it gives diversity in the products of me and my friend. since they'll be focusing on fandoms. Currently, there's 8 awards. First is Best in Tulog, Best in Kaon, Best in Late, Best in Pa-Hotspot, Best in Palibre, Best in Absent, Best in Cramming, and Best in Lutang. Next were pixelated icons of softwares. Honestly, I don't do pixel art at the moment, so I started with manually drawing all icons, then pixelating them in Canva. So, the digital software icons I made were ibispaintx, Medibang, Procreate, Krita, and Clip Studio Paint. Then, I did somewhat the same with Adobe keychains. At first, I made them stickers, but now that I think about it, keychains are more better because I want a keychain as well. So the following that I made were Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere, I forgot ID, InDesign if I'm correct, and Adobe Illustrator. These stickers targets artists and designers as well, so hopefully these will sell good during the event. So I also started on Fate-related stickers, Fishers of Men. I had a few stickers in mind related to Fate as well, but the problem is, how am I actually gonna fit it in a 2-feet display without overwhelming our table? I also had another friend that I'm willing to sell their crochets in our booth, so apart from the stickers and A4 prints and that, I was willing to move the Fate-related artworks to the next event. Then, I tried drawing islands of One Piece and ended up giving up because I overestimated myself, knowing I barely draw sceneries, let alone infrastructures like simple houses. For zodiac pieces, I also attempted to make all 12 in 1 month, then reflected for a while, then decided 4 in 1 month. Then, the university I was accepted to announced that the academic year starts at 2nd week of July. And I was like, yeah, I may have to delay this and stick with making 2 for this project, and will be featured in the next event together with the Fate-related artworks. My dad went back to work and I realized that my time management skills were put up to test. So, there were no gadgets up until 3 p.m. and phones down at 9 p.m. It's the 3rd week of May and I need to really work on everything, knowing that I'm still halfway of what I needed to do. Moreover, this wake-up call made me realize apart from my art progress, I also need to lock in my personal life, physically, mentally, and spiritually. My progress for physical was doing cardio and calisthenics and also a stricter diet. I've been consuming a lot of fiber and protein and less carbs as days pass by. My usual source of fiber were chayote and cabbage. Yeah. And I have read more, like not really self-improvement books, but still physical books. And then I got 8 to 10 hours of sleep. I wanted to practice drawing food, and so I decided with devil fruits. And I got this inspiration of bitten biscuits, and then here it is. I wanted to make only 4 that are mainly the fan favorites and also mine, especially Mera Mera for real. At this point, I'm learning how to limit myself when it comes to shading, but still coming off as detailed. And here they are. Look so cute! I think these are my favorites so far. This one is a personal project which is basically part of the learning materials from my brother. My mother asked me to make these for his modules to make them more colorful and may be used for commercial use, as when she will sell them as digital products. Then, the last one I made this week were suit sprites, and this may target a lot of people the most, especially to those who are currently studying. Yep. Initial plan of these were future nurse, engineer, architect, etc., etc., but I realized they may be limited and I can't just do the same with every other profession there is. Then I had this brilliant idea where, what if I merge both future professions, and bachelor degrees? So I made 6 suit sprites with elements from Canva that cluster the broad concept of a profession, profession or degree. So there's medical, education, art, politics or law, engineering field, and the tech field. Since it doesn't specify any, whatever resonates the most with a person based on the elements, they're more likely to choose that. These were super duper cute and such a fun process. And because I'm stubborn and genuinely need to shift my mindset about this, I was doing 2 projects while balancing this monthly sticker project which has the same deadline, so I'm cooked. But here are sneak peeks. I made a layout to promote myself online on what products I'll be featuring, and it's looking good. I've been sharing them to my friends to boost myself up and to give myself motivation. And yes, I love them so much, I'm gonna kiss them if I had the chance. If I had a choice, if I had a chance to, I would kiss them like right now. And yes, so here they are, and they look so yummy for real. Me and my friend decided to have the same branding, so this will be the color coding and theme of our table, and maybe in the future too, because I love this type of concept. So scrumptious. So, final batch of stickers, or should I say Polaroid picked art. It's basically doodle editions of 6 shows in Polaroid size, and they mostly feature the main characters, and I love silly drawings of my favorite shows. So, of course, first was obviously One Piece, then Black Clover, then BSD, JJK, ORV, Mouse Washing, and Arcane. It was somewhat ironic considering the plot of all of these, but we love goofy artworks. It's a way to cope with whatever's happening in the canon world. And also got to finally before editing this week, I just made a script, outlined, and edit this video in the last week of May, while still devastated on why CapCut is literally in this state. At this point, they're gonna put an entrance fee every time you open the app. If you all made it this far in the video, thank you so much. This took me an entire month to make. So with that being said, I'm gonna take you all to the key takeaways I've learned ever since I've started this. Number 1, even though I literally didn't follow this, but in achieving something, you should always have a system. This prevents you from being overwhelmed in what to focus first and limit yourself to doing one thing or effectively doing multiple at a time, while already considering other factors. With the system, I may not have experienced much burnout and mental block and may have created more. Number 2, stickers taught me not to put 100% on a piece. Now, as much as an all-in effort is good to hear, this may apply to artworks or things that you won't have to worry of reaching the same quality as the previous one in a short amount of time. The creative juice doesn't just replenish quickly, especially after making something with intricate details and rendering to your heart's content. This may not apply to you as art styles vary, but to me, it sure does, and that's why making these type of stickers without putting the same effort as my usual artworks let me make more without using too much fuel than I needed to. And lastly, get sunlight and honestly touch grass. Go walk or exercise, or let's rephrase that, as much as I love making art, doing physical activity really gives a boost in preventing burnout, and you can make art much longer. I think an hour of doing chores will suffice, but for me, working out has proved a lot of benefits, not only in creating something, but also in the holistic aspect in the long run. Again, the World Health Organization truly stated, To back this up, the World Health Organization states that we need at least 1 hour of physical activity daily. And I have a brother that needs a lot of supervision when playing outside because of how energetic he is. So I use this opportunity to spend time with him and also get my body moving.